In this video, I'm going to show you some different tools to use just for stripping the coat. And so the first tool, of course, is your fingers, your hands. I tend to not use my bare hands that much because it wears out your hands. I do have arthritis in my left hand. And so with that gripping motion that we're doing when we strip, it's just, you know, this pinching between your thumb and your pointer finger. That just, you know, can cause wear and tear. And also as we age, our grip isn't as strong. And so I like to use other tools just to help save my hands. I wanted to show you some things that you might just have around the house. This is just a latex glove. And with the current state of affairs, it seems like we might have more of those on hand than usual. So, and really all the plastic or the rubber does is it helps you get a better grip on the hair. And so that's the whole point of that, is just to help you with your grip. The one thing I don't like about gloves is they make my hands really hot. And but you could give them a try. The other thing is these things called finger cots, which are exactly the same principle as the latex glove. They're just a plastic covering. I think you get them at a like an office supply store, and or maybe in the Band-Aid section. And it's the same principle. We're just gonna grip it with our fingers and pull it out. And so it just helps to give the tips of your fingers a better grip. And actually these are a little bit nicer than the full glove because they won't make your hands so warm. Okay, and these are going to be some pumice type tools. I actually just got this big nail file to show you. You might have something like that around your house. And it has a little bit of the sandpaper feel to it. And so you just grip it in your hand like you would a stripping knife. You put your thumb against the tip of it and pull back. And same principle. All it's giving you is a little bit more of a grip against the fur, the hair. And this is a pumice stone. This is the one that I really like the most. You can find it at a feed store. And then you cut it. It usually comes a little bigger, and I just cut it to the size that will fit in my palm. And you can see the wear of my thumb against the stone. It starts to wear out and fit your hand. And it's really, really comfortable in my hand. It's super lightweight. And so it's really, really easy to hold if you're doing multiple dogs, or if your dog has a lot of hair like Munch does right now, and she'll be on the table for a while. And this is another type of sandpaper type tool. It just has sandpaper on the edge of it. And then finally, the demo with the grooming knife, or the stripping knife itself. You just hold it in your hand, pick up the hair, and take a couple of the longest hairs with your thumb against the knife and pull that out. Knife is a little bit of a misleading term because you're not cutting the coat at all. You're just holding it. You're just holding your thumb against the knife and then pulling back. Okay, so the knife's there and my thumb is on the front of it. You can see those hairs, and you just pull it straight out. And that's your 2-inch length hair right there. And you want to keep your wrist real straight. You don't want a lot of turning motion with your wrist because that will cause carpal tunnel. So just real straight, and you're just pulling them straight out like that. Lifting up and moving along the body. That's all. Another thing is that all Cairn's coats come out at a different rate of ease. So if you have a dog with a softer coat, you can use what's called grooming chalk. It's just this white chalk, and you put it on your brush and then just brush it into their coat. What the chalk does, it's similar to, you know, why gymnasts and rock climbers use chalk. It's the same thing. It takes the oil off the hair follicle, and gives it a little bit of a coarser texture. And so all it is it's just easier to grip that way. You would have less slip against your fingers and the hair. And you can buy grooming chalk online. I'm sure you can just find it at Amazon, or Pet Edge is another one that has a lot of grooming supplies. PetEdge.com. Okay, we're going to try from this angle for a minute to see if you can see a little bit better. The hardest part for me in doing these demos is just to get my hands out of the way so that you can actually see what I'm seeing. So you can see Munch, she has a longer coat right now, and so what I need to do is just start to take coat out from all over the place. And so I'm just working her all over. You don't want to stay in one place, because then you develop a hole in the coat. And so one of the things I like to do, that's why you can't see, because my hand's in the way, I like to hold their coat firmly with the left hand, or their skin firmly with the left hand, and then pull with the right. And what that creates is less pull, but it's also harder for you to see what I'm doing. Even when I'm working on her neck up here, I can hold her skin firm with my thumb of my left hand, and that just gives you more tension. So when you do the pull, it comes out cleaner and quicker, causing them less discomfort or anything. But really, you know, taking this dead fur out, it feels good to them. It's just like getting a back scratch or something. Because what you're doing is providing more air to their skin, and that feels good.